You know, there's another great petition that I love that cleared the 25,000 signature hurdle. It actually got 32,000 signatures, and it calls on the federal government to, quote, secure resources and funding to build by 2016 a Death Star. That's right. You know, the Death Star from Star Wars. 32,000 people have signed a petition demanding the White House provide an official response to their request that within 4 years we build a Death Star.
Well, if I may, David, actually, I saw another article this week for all of you space fans about how we're about to lasso an asteroid and turn it into a sort of launching pad to go to Mars. It's going to turn into a sort of a colony that is floating in our atmosphere that we can use to then go from there to Mars, apparently, at some point. But we're essentially sending out a giant net around like a 15-story asteroid and are going to try to move it into orbit.
I think it's great. Look, you know, if this is how people get involved in their government through these petition drives and think, wow, I'm going to get the White House, I'm going to give them something to think about, I'm going to force them to give a response, I'm going to get at least 25,000 people to talk about, I don't know, making Pac-Man, the video game, an official historic U.S. monument, whatever it is, great. I mean, people are realizing that regardless of their platform, regardless of their interests or concerns, the government belongs to them. And if you feel like you want the government to give you an official response to your issue of concern, God bless you. Go for it. You know, I think the response that the White House is going to give to Piers Morgan possibly being deported, or to the building of a Death Star, or to Texas seceding is going to actually be very short. But wouldn't you love to have the job of the person over the White House's responsibility is, okay, this group from Texas, they hit the 25,000. This group of Death Star people, they hit the 25,000, and be able to type up the response and say, okay, here's the official White House response regarding building a Death Star. Classic. I want that job if I'm going to work for the government. We're going to pause in about 10 seconds. Let our syndicated stations catch up with us. You are listening and you're watching on Take Action News TV to We Act Radio's Take Action News.